Whenever we talk about the work of the Lord, and not the least cross-cultural mission, the subject of finance is going to come up. Brad, you're going to talk about this, so tell us what you're going to share.
Well, when I started to go consider moving to Europe, I remember I had this discussion with the Lord about that, and I said, okay, God, if you pay, I'll go. And that became the foundation of everything that I did. And I had to learn how to trust God for all of my basic needs and work in faith. And it's been quite a walk. I must say that I started off saying, you know, Lord, I need a plane ticket or a bus ticket, or I need petrol for my car. I remember going on a crusade once and I had no fuel, and I'm saying, Lord, what am I supposed to do? And he says, stop and minister to the lady in this farmhouse. And so I stopped the car, knocked on the door, prayed with the lady. I'm getting ready to leave. She says, just 1 minute. And she puts 5 pounds in my hands, which back in those days, of course, filled the car. And I made it to the crusade. And I'm sitting there thinking, you know, how many times have we experienced God meet needs, and what began as a small aspect of giving what little we had, receiving much, and investing again and receiving, that whole principle ended up when I started to release missionaries out of Europe to go to the rest of the world. We grew a multi-million-dollar business out of it.
So you're saying the God of Hudson Taylor is still alive,
Absolutely.
Not just for you, but actually for those that we want to impart to.
Absolutely. And so the whole question, though, of how do we live by faith, how do we grow in our faith, how do we give an account of our finances, all of those things are an important aspect of running any kind of international ministry.
Now, some people are really embarrassed to talk about money, but obviously you're not. So what are you going to be talking about when you...
Well, I tell you, one of the things that I learned is that God is a generous God. And that once we begin to understand His character in His nature, when God sees a need, He meets it. When He saw the need that we had for salvation, He meets it. When He sees a need that we have in our lives, He's going to meet that need. And the foundation of missions is that as we see the needs, we start to become those through whom these needs are met.
Now, I can hear somebody saying, it's all right for you, because I can tell by your accent you're American, but maybe they're from a less prosperous country. You think God could still help them?
Well, to be honest, Paul did not have a rich uncle in America when he started out on his missionary journeys. And the interesting thing is that the people there were not rich. He says, according to your great poverty, in your great poverty, your lack, you invested in missions.
Now,
we need more people that are going to do that.
We're going to have to wrap this because time's almost up. But give us just 2 or 3 of the topics you'll be covering quickly.
I think that we need to look at how do we understand biblical finances, how do we understand culture and finance, administration and accounting, being debt-free, and giving and investing in the kingdom of God. Those are some of the topics that are important for us to understand if we're going to reach our world.